Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to pYanodon's Season 2, episode... I don't know what episode we're on, 80-something, I think. All that being said, we accomplished a lot of train stuff in the last episode. We still don't have any trains running, but we have things provided to trains. And now we just need requests. And we were just about to hook up the organic solvent that we automated. I'll put that up here. And then we will be close to having everything we need to make niobium. Except for the research itself. Maybe I should put a hiatus on the kick-alc. This research is taking a while. I'm guessing it is still a green science issue, but let's double check. Actually... Wait, is this just a I don't have enough labs issue? I think technically yes, but it's not like my green science is backed up very much. So I don't think I could support much more than maybe one or two more anyway. Yeah, at least if that's accurate, it's telling me I'm using 0.117, which is technically more than I'm producing, I think. I only automated it to 0.1. And I'm actually curious how that's been going. That has been going well. Golf clap. We have gotten a full 0.1 for an hour straight. So we finally got our logistics science running properly. That feels good. Wow, these are some juicy belts right here. I'm also curious, like, are we starting to fill up too much on certain things? Yeah, the guts are actually going to become a problem at some point. Way too many guts. Everything else seems more or less okay. We have not enough meat and quite a few brains, but, you know. Ooh, it wouldn't be fun. Don't say things like that. You'll give Pi some ideas. Oh god. Imagine if you had to like have some sort of special transport for certain things. Like, you know, like little coolers that you have to put the brains or hearts in or whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for organic solvent, I probably don't want quite as much. Might just fill up a single tank. No, I should have 2 tanks, because otherwise I won't even have enough for 2 trains worth. So yeah, we'll have 2 trains worth. And then hook that up like so. And then you have a provide threshold of 25,200. Now, Dave, the idea of air cooling, or just even, I actually really like, believe it or not, the idea of temperature changes happening to fluids depending on how they're transported. It wouldn't work if it was just implemented overnight, but if things were designed with that in mind, I actually really like that as a mechanic. That might be because of me playing Oxygen Not Included in the past and really liking the temperature mechanics in Oxygen Not Included. And I actually really think that's cool. And then you could have insulated pipes, right? And different materials that you could make pipes out of that would help things stay hotter for longer. But obviously, with certain recipes requiring like an exact temperature, that could mess with things too much. So you would need more tools to like heat up and cool down things than we have right now. But as a concept at the core, I actually really like it, game design wise. Okay, so we've got the solvent. Okay, let's just run through the list here. I don't need that. So we've got salt, solvent, drill heads, syngas, Water will be made on site. Pressurized air will be made on site. So now I just need coal dust, zinc, and lamp. Sweet. Coal dust, zinc, and lamp. Yeah, Alor, I think the issue would be that it would probably have to be scripted because I don't think the engine supports it in the ways that we're talking about right now. And because it would have to be scripted, it would probably be pretty inefficient in terms of performance. So I do struggle to see it being a thing the way we're talking about it, but if someone could mod it in and it wasn't a huge performance hit, I think that would actually be really cool. Okay, so I need zinc and lamps. We'll probably just follow this as well, which is the one with the drill heads, and I can put coal dust on the other side of the drill heads. Because I have zinc right here, so that's actually really convenient, and I also have lamps. In fact, I can just use the lamps belt for zinc, right? Yeah, I can. Let's make sure, though, that we sideload those lamps so we can't run into an issue with that. And then, where'd the zinc go? Yeah, imagine coke oven gas doing that. I think it already does. I think if you mix even one smidgen of under-temperatured coke oven gas, then it breaks the whole thing because it goes to 249.9. Okay, so that's great. And now we just need this belt. Let's see, when does this... Okay, so we probably want the zinc to not go that way. So then we'll do one of these. No, I'll do it this way. Lamps, then get continued onwards. And zinc and lamps go like this. Wait, nothing's on this belt yet. I can move where this belt goes. All right. Yep, you would need temperature valves. You would need to be able to sense it with circuits. You would need to have heaters and coolers, which could have, you know, energy efficiencies and like all sorts of stuff. I think it'd be sweet as a game mechanic, personally. Okay, that one is now the drill heads. This is the zinc and lamps, which I will provide separately. I guess I could move that back a tile and then I don't have to squiggle. No! Okay, good, I can craft more. Lamps, I don't want that many. Feels very wasteful. In fact, what is this again? 12 a piece? So that's 24. I'll just go with 24. Cool. Pie creatures do not take the night off. They are tireless machines. You tried to mix your coke oven gas system. Yeah, to do things like that right now, you have to measure amounts and like only you'd have to like wait until 2 tanks are full with a certain amount of each temperature, and then turn off the inputs, and then empty them fully into a mixing tank area. So it is kind of complicated to do that right now. It is possible, though. It is possible. All right, is that it? Ah, coal dust. Coal dust is the final step. And I need to rush the pump jacks. So that's what we want for now. Okay, so coal dust. Now, this is a bit of a problem for now. When do we get the other... Oh, okay. So kickouts, which I had already talked about wanting to do just because they're cool, happen to get me coal dust directly, which is probably... Or, well, unlocking kickouts gets me a new recipe to get coal dust directly. Because it's really a byproduct everywhere else. Right now, we have a decent amount, I think, from doing ash separation somewhere. So we'll just use that to start. But yeah, we'll probably just deliver fiber and make the coal dust on site. Oh, I have a buttload of ash to do all sorts of things with, indeed. How much wood is this now? Yeah, that's not very much. 0.73. But I will get fiber from kickouts soon enough. Wait, what? You can make fiber directly instead of kickouts? Weird. Huh. We'll have to look into that. We have a load of something, that's for sure. And all that coal dust is... Where is it? I'm reusing that coal dust, so it's not there. It's in here, in all of these. Wow, these are like actually almost full. It's a lot of soot. I just tried to use the hotkey for NEI to see what uses soot had. Greg Tech, New Horizons, baby. Okay, so kickout plantations. I should plan ahead to craft those. Do they need anything special? They need a lot of duralumin. And other than that, there's nothing really special about them. Actually have a decent amount already. Yeah, let me add some more chests for this sorting facility and grab some coal dust to get us started on the niobium front. Oh, that's still highlighted. Wait, where was it? I already lost track of where it was. West. Westerly. Wait, is pollution on? Oh, no, those are just dead trees. Okay. Is there a... Wait, did they die because of concrete? Is that a thing? Huh. No, because that one's alive. That one has concrete under it. I don't know. Weird. Just random, I guess. Alright. That should last a while longer. Now, give me some coal dust. And for now, I will just deliver this by hand to wherever we're setting up niobium. Where is the niobium? It's over here. Okay, so I'll set it up to the north of the mine, and we'll connect it to these trains. which ironically means I don't need this stuff on trains because it's right next to where I'm going to process it. But I will leave it on trains, for one, because I want to see trains run around the tracks, and it's cool. For two, eventually these things will not be connected, and I don't want to connect things with belts that then I will need to connect to trains later. So, we're working ahead, we're overachieving, and we get to watch trains do things. Yeah, we'll put the niobium mines here, which means I will have... Will I have ash delivered, or will I have fiber delivered? Fiber's denser, right? Stack size 100, stack size 100. So yeah, fiber is denser, and it's really easy to process. So I will just deliver the fiber from this guy. That's not a delivery. These are the deliveries. Okay, so fiber will be delivered, as well as, well, lots of things. This one, I should just use filter inserters. This is a waste of loaders. Okay, so fiber can go on a belt with the zinc. This is hilarious. It's literally delivering to the same station. I normally wouldn't do it this way, but because we just got trains, I'm gonna do it this way. All right, you go on the right side, and then that will side load. So there's those two, and then we're gonna have lamp and drill head, which I don't have unlocked yet. That'll be this belt. And then we're gonna have salt. And then solvent and syngas are two separate fluids. Okay. And the salt probably needs a loader because that's a lot of salt. Cool. All right, there we go. Now we have please tell me it works. It does. Huzzah. I probably should be consistent. I like giving one space before the train tracks. I mean, A, it saves me some belts, but more importantly, it looks cooler. I probably did miss some whitelisting filters. I'm really bad at remembering to hit whitelist. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Okay. That one I can't do yet because I don't have drill heads researched, but soon. All right, and then I'll set the request here. So we need drill heads, 2 stacks. See, this is where things get annoying because you want different requested stack thresholds depending on what item it is. So let's say 5. It's almost like salt should be at a different requester because then they can be at different thresholds. So this one will request 5 stacks of any of those things. And so we go 5 on that. And then we can just do exactly 5 stacks of these things. And then, yeah, it's gonna start complaining, isn't it? I'll turn that off for now then. And then we go zinc. 6 stacks. Fiber. Wait, was it fiber? Yeah. Lamp. So then the way that works is as soon as it's missing 5 stacks worth of the item from this container, it will then create a request for however many it needs, which in most cases will be 5 stacks. But what you can do, like what I could do for salt, is I could put a combinator that essentially subtracts a fake amount of salt, or I should say it adds a fake amount of salt to what we have until we need salt, and then it stops adding that fake amount, and then it's like, oh god, I need all of it, and then it will create a request for the full amount. Rather than requesting every 5 stacks, we could use a combinator to make it request only every 20 stacks. I've done it before, but in this case, it's just easier to have this one request, 30 stacks of salt. And then that'll be fine. So we're good to go on that. There's a delivery happening. We get to watch our first delivery. And it's gonna be hilarious because it's gonna go from here to here. Yay. Oh, we're so out of zinc. Gosh, that's bad. Trains! Trains. Oh, I have finished loading turned on. Shoot. Just gonna turn it off real quick. Because I have not set these up with that in mind. Which means where is it? Finish loading off. So this means it'll leave as soon as it has what it needs. It might be broken with that delivery. Yeah, you can look at the LTN station here. It shows you what's in transit, what's requested, what's provided. Super handy. I know Rygaard, when I was interviewing him on the podcast, said that this was a mess to maintain, but it is a super handy mod. Look, here it is. It worked. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yes. That's how you do multi-providers. Is you read the request from the from this, and it shows you what the train has requested, and then you subtract the train's contents from that request, and then you set the inserters to have a filter condition on you subtract one from the other, and you set that to be the inserter's condition, and then that makes it so that inserters will only insert things that are still needed from the request. And that allows you to do a multi-provider station. Sweet. Well, we are officially training. We are training. Love it. Okay, let me put all that in there for now. So let me pin this and we can start making all the buildings. I don't think they interact, sadly, or not so sadly, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, that would be a thing if we'd have to make like gate systems everywhere, which would be super annoying. Okay, 10 DDCs, a washer, an electrolyzer, which is in... Is that raw ores? Yeah. 2 chem plants. I don't know what chem plants need. Or where they come from. Or where they go. Where does it come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Can I even make them yet? Oh, it's coal processing. Okay. Can make them. Yeah, it's gonna keep complaining about drill heads. I might need to turn that off. It's gonna be annoying. Alright, chem plants. Where are they? I looked at this before and I missed it. Ah, there it is. Wow, I was so blind. Hey, Dominic! Your first ever live stream. Well, welcome to Twitch and welcome to pYanodon's. I guess really what I want is just the summary. Oh, but it doesn't round up. Does this one, or does this summary round up properly? No, it doesn't. Interesting. I thought it did. Because it's like, it's adding all these together, but I want it to show 4, not 1.28. Like this one. I want this list, the building information list. I thought that's what showed in the summary. Did that change with the Helmod big version change, or am I just remembering wrongly? I feel like it used to show you like the 4 here. But I could be remembering that wrong. Anyway, I need a high pressure furnace, got it. I need filter, got it. 4 niobium mines, those are in raw ores. I haven't researched it yet. A jaw crusher, which is CP here. Coal processing. Ball mill, also coal processing. But I need steel. Whoa. You know, now I need to be careful. Trains are zooming around. I just about got flattened for the first time. Woof. Ah, you're fully updated on YouTube. Nice. Taking bets on first train death. Yeah, it's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen. Okay, so I need steel. Surprisingly, I don't need a lot more duralumin. Iron... titanium? Alright, what else do we need? Keep closing the pin, and really what I mean to do is like minimize it. That's something I need to fix the habit of. Okay, ball mill plus a classifier. I need 2 more chem plants, another electrolyzer, which means 2 total. And then I think we used up some of the DDCs, which are right here. Copper plates. And we're out of steam engines and pipes. Air core inductors, steam engines, pipes. Pipe to ground, get rid of that. Belts, we're okay on. I feel like I'm forgetting something. No, I think we got it. Okay, did we get the second electrolyzer? We did. DDCs, I needed 10. I think we got it all other than the niobium mine. So that's good. Good. Drills, done. Sweet. So this can make drill heads now with that recipe. Make sure it works. It looks like we're getting there. Just need that titanium. Oh, and you need a whitelist drill head. There we go. Success. Now, I think, how many stacks of drill heads did I say we wanted? Because those are not cheap. I did say 5, right? Yeah, we've hit quite a few milestones. Although, to be fair, the milestones mod really does kind of give you a trophy for everything. This one's the drill heads, I think. Yeah. Also forgot to limit these. Let's limit drill heads to 5 stacks. It is true, small successes are needed, but it does feel a little bit like certain things are like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it almost feels like every single item has it. And then there are lots that don't, but it's kind of, like, I don't know when I'm gonna get a reward, you know, a milestone reward. I don't mind having them, but it does feel like a lot of, like, the medals should definitely have them, right? That feels pretty significant. So I like all the medals having one. There's some weird ones I feel like that I wasn't expecting to get, like plasmids when you've got cDNA, like right after plasmids. There were a few where it's like I got 2 or 3 in a row and it felt like just the last thing could have had one, but you know, more is better than less, I think. I like the plants and animals having one. But yeah. Okay, so let's start building this thing. The drill heads are gonna come down there. It is true there are some ways that you can traverse the tech tree differently, but there are certain items that are always needed in the progress to another item. So like cDNA is needed. Around the same time plasmids are needed. It's not like you could skip cDNA. And so it doesn't really make that much sense that like you get an accomplishment for both, because they're both one after another, more or less. Okay. Now, eventually, it might be the case that you would put niobium on a train, but we're not doing that right now. I only need 3. Or was it 4? It is 4. Okay. So then these guys are going to come behind the buildings, and then we're going to insert the bottom of the building. And that's because there's pipe connections at the top. I think it's the top left. Yeah, the top left for that refined syngas. Okay. And then we're gonna need to request fluids. So we add a couple more requester stations here. Bots will bring all that stuff. At least they should. And then we will need high tanks for this. Pump out. Okay. We're gonna have regular syngas coming from this one. Oof, I just ran over the tracks and was not even thinking about where I was. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, so refined syngas itself is made in a single filter, so that's actually like really fast and easy. So I'll just plop that down here. I do not believe that caravans can get killed by a train. Fairly sure that's a no. Okay, and then the activated carbon can feed directly in. We're gonna need the 10 DDCs on air. I'll just put those over here. These are annoying. Which way to face? I think that way. No matter how you do it, there's something on the sides. Which is kind of annoying. So you have to leave a space. Minimize. All right, this is gonna use up all my pipes, isn't it? The nice thing is advanced fluid handling can do this. This is one of the most useful pipes when you need it, which is like the 2 underground to 1 connection, but it goes just inline rather than like perpendicular. So, because that is so much harder to do in vanilla. It's like not even funny. And then these are just pretty simple connections like that. I don't think we need anything else. I don't know why I was building all those manual, like rather than copy pasting. I can also pick that up and move it pretty easily if I don't like where it is. Okay, so there's nitrogen. For now, we're just gonna vent the purest nitro and the oxygen. Ah! And then we need some pressure pumps. Do I not have those on the hotbar here? I should. How fast are these now? One makes 200 a second. Yeah, those are very buffed from where they used to be. Okay. I mean, that should be it, right? Yeah, there we go. Wait, why is that? What is going on here? What the heck? Oh, it's like not filling the... Interesting. It's weird. It's not like pushing its internal buffer out. Probably because it's a pass-through setting of some sort. That is interesting. Okay, so we've got nitrogen. We can hook that up here. Like so. No, wrong thing. Need that one. Nitrogen done. Drill heads are not filtered, right? Because I hadn't researched it yet. Drill head. I don't need a filter at all, or a condition, because it's just done like that. I'll change that to 5 stacks. Okay. Step 1 done. Step 1. Why am I saying step 1? I've done a lot of steps by now. All right, sodium hydroxide is next. How do we do that? That is... well, it's kind of a combo of things, because we need both of these. But we get extra hydroxide out. But these two should be next to each other. These 3 are all in a row, actually. Doesn't something else need the hydrogen chloride? Yes. Okay. All right, we'll throw this guy here. And then the one that makes the hydrogen chloride will be... of course, those are opposite order. Just look at that. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Well, we'll line one of them up. And then the amounts are perfectly matched up, which I believe we can rely on. And then saline water from here. Yeah, Factorio 2.0. Gonna do it for us. All right, so then we need to offload the hydroxide, which will filter to the right. And then we have a byproduct, which will go over to the trains to the left. So I can do this. Yeah, I think I'll go, we need to go up here. Sure we're not getting smashed. All right. So then this will be what is known as a void station. And that means we set the network ID to 2 only. And then whenever it gets full, it will void what it has. Now, obviously, I don't have a station that actually is requesting sodium hydroxide in order to void it, which we would need to do at some point. So I should put that on my list. Sodium hydroxide. In practice, it probably won't be necessary because you need sodium hydroxide for other things too. But this particular setup will create extra. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. I need to provide on 1 and 2. My bad. Not just 2. If I only provide on 2, then it wouldn't even give sodium hydroxide to places that need it. It would only give it to the voiding stations, and that doesn't really make sense. wouldn't want to do that. Okay, so then the lamps, let's see, the salt goes to 2 places, so we'll load that in here. And then the zinc. Now, this is zinc and fiber. Do we really not have enough lamps yet? Oh, something's wrong. Oh, there it is. Stack threshold provide was at 20. So it would only send a full train. Lamps are on the top side of this one. We'll go lamp left. It needs to go all the way to that one. We're getting a little spaghetti in here. Probably more spaghetti than I would like, given I'm supposed to be doing clean train builds at this point. I don't know why we're going so spaghetti here. Oh, right. And then it reproduces its own lamps. So the easiest way to do that is this. Close side, that. So then it will prioritize its own lamps over the new ones. Yeah, exactly. They just portion out the spaghetti into bite-sized pieces. Okay, that's good. Then we got the hydrogen chloride, which feeds into you. Oof, that's a big boy. Zinc chloride. And the zinc is up there, of course. Thankfully, we have some long boy undergrounds. Now the zinc is with the fiber, so fiber should split off to the left. Which will get us the coal dust somewhere, and the coal dust actually needs to be fed back here. Maybe I should make that like right there, fit it in. It's just a high pressure furnace. Hydroxide. Shouldn't we be making hydroxide? Oh, I don't have water. Okay. Insert the new ones on the belt going up. I don't know to what exactly you're referencing. I think that's all good. These need to be attached. And then yeah, the fiber. Does it fit right here? Almost. Why not pack it all in as closely as possible? Okay, that'll be the coal dust recipe, but we don't get that until we research the old kick out. And then look, we've even got a nice little buffer chest here. I'll just feed right into that. Okay, and the fiber is on the zinc belt, which is that guy. Just chaos up there. Okay, and then this guy needs to filter left on lamp. And so drill heads will go down. Clean this up. Sweet. Okay, so let's start checking things off the list. That's done, that's done, that's done. Done. Those are not built yet. And the rest of it is niobium related. Sweet. Okay. So then now we're still waiting on drill heads. How's that going? Actually, we're just about there, which is scary. That means I've spent a lot of resources. Oh, I'm actually getting a little cold here. I've got a little fan on. Okay. Let's start setting this part up. So then we're gonna have the ore, and it comes by. See, I'll set it up where I've got plenty of room to like expand if I have to. So that's gonna crush. Oh, I do get byproducts that we're gonna have to handle. Right. Let's see. I feel like byproducts are a great reason to have multi-provider stations. Because then I could throw all 3 of those plus the sodium hydroxide in a single provider station that's connected to channels 1 and 2 and, you know, just forget about it. Rather than needing 4 stations. That are all just for byproducts anyway. Alright. I will turn off those notifications eventually. I actually want them for now. Okay, so that gives me niobium powder and stone. And the powder gets fed into a ball mill. I'll do something like this. Space things out a little bit. And then that gets me niobium dust. As well as gravel. Which at the end of the... I'm kind of leaving it expandable a little bit if I need to. That will throw gravel onto this belt. So then that will have niobium powder go left. Which, right, I don't have yet. And then the classifier gets niobium concentrate. End up, I don't know, over here. We classify that, and then we get outputs. Which of course, sand goes left. Is it pure or regular sand? Regular sand. Which is where? I should probably know where it is. Is it down below all this? Yeah. Someday I will make that mod adjustment so that will automatically sort. The barrels to the bottom. That's what I'm trying to say there. All right, there we go. And now we've got all that done. And we got a couple more steps. We do chemical plant into chemical plant. Let me put that over here. And then the electrolyzer with salt. So we gotta bring the belt of salt over here. And that will pretty much do it. Exciting time to be alive. I guess we could go in front of this building rather than behind it. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Alright, and then this will end up being all the byproducts, which can go with the excess hydroxide. Ooh, can we spaghetti this properly? I think if I'm careful about it, we can. Oh, no, that's not right. Nope. Well, wait, no, that doesn't work. We need a separate belt. Hold up. This will go hydroxide. Oh, no, I need a double. Sorry, I need a double. Okay, hydroxide. What am I trying to do? This. Wow, my brain just like hard crashed for a second there. Will that work? No, that won't work. Why is this so complicated? I want hydroxide. I feel like this is something I've done a million times before, but my brain is not working. How the heck do I do this? This is gonna have a bunch of random stuff. I want hydroxide to go left. Everything else goes right. Then, after that, I need another splitter for hydroxide. Here we go. Now we got it. Here we go. And that priority is left. Which means we're prioritizing hydroxide to this guy. Okay. I don't know why that was so hard for my brain. I will move that a tile to the left so we get one more buffer square here. Yeah, Code Green, I agree. I think it's pretty good for the most part, but there are random exceptions to the hitboxes that I feel like don't make sense. And certain buildings, they've accommodated the hitbox to include all this graphics on top, and other buildings they haven't. So I actually feel like either one is fine as long as it's consistent. And the problem is it's not consistent right now. Personally, I don't know how I feel. Because I think the graphics look cool, and I wouldn't want the graphics to like be massively changed. It does mean that I tend to try to build rows of buildings vertically rather than horizontally, because then the graphics just overlap into more graphics and you're not covering up anything important. Obviously that can't always work. How's power, by the way? 300 megawatts, no big deal. There's a mod that chops off anything that doesn't fit. Oh, that would look weird. Like it messes with the sprites? How does it even do that? I didn't know you could modify sprites like with cropping via a mod. That's super interesting. Okay, that one can't be selected till I have kickalc. Hydroxide can't be made until I have water, and neither can the zinc chloride. So once I have water, that will start running. Once I have kick alk, that will start running and can fill back up the coal dust. And then these can't start until I have niobium researched, all of those, all 6 of those. But the result should be niobium plates on that bad boy. I have half a mind to just go south. That almost feels closer. I know it's not, but... Can we fit through this spaghetti corner? Yeah, I want to. I can move the nitrogen makers if I need to. And don't we get a byproduct on that too? No, we don't. So by modifying the graphics definition, does that change what's displayed then? So it essentially is like it chopped off the top of the sprite, even though it's technically not doing that. So I guess I don't need that filter then. Just keeps the... I mean, I'll leave it because then only zinc goes to the right, but... Then... Okay, I don't need to move the nitrogen. I can just do it this way. Alright, now all the trash... is on this belt. Really? Why does it always work out to be one short? That's fine. I'll just put one more on the end. Oh, I did need that. Okay, so niobium is there. Byproducts go here. Which, again, should be a multi-provider station. Ugh, I'm just uncertain. Because to set that up, we do have to turn on finish loading, and to turn on finish loading, then my loaders are gonna fill trains every time, even if they're not supposed to be filled. Because then it adds essentially a weight condition to the trains. And then it'll do things like load 20 stacks of lamps instead of 5, which I am not really wanting to happen right now. And is there a way to have finish loading turned off and do multi-provide? Because then inserters get stuck holding certain things? Yes, there is. I could have... Now this is much less efficient. But I could have a different... Can I shift that? Oh, I can. That's awesome. I half expected the game to crash right there. Okay, check this out. So what I can do is I can... of course I don't have enough loaders. I can filter... I think this is going to work anyway. I can filter each one of these to one of the byproducts. So, hydroxide, stone, gravel, and no, this isn't gonna work because of these stupid things. No, oh no. Okay, this is, yeah, so we need finish loading, because here's what I was thinking. Sorry, I just went through like 7 steps in my brain without any words. Okay, so this was my thought. I mean, it only takes a second to set up. So my thought was we would hook these up, and basically these would be off until the train arrives and says, hey, I'm requesting or you know, what I'm here to pick up is 20 stacks of hydroxide. And so then this would have a condition that would only work if the hydroxide request is on, basically. And then this would run until the train, and right now we're assuming that you cannot set filters with circuits on these loaders. No. Mini loaders, yes, which is why some people leave mini loaders in their game. Anyway, so then this would basically turn this on as long as the train is sitting in the station. Great idea, right? Problem is, as soon as the train gets exactly the amount that it wants, boom, it's out of there. It doesn't wait. It doesn't have a wait for 2 seconds of inactivity. It just pops out of the station. And then the problem is that there will be a couple hydroxides left on the front part of this belt. And those won't get loaded in. This belt will turn off, but then there will still be like 2 or 3 or 4 hydroxides left here that will then end up loaded on the next train. So and you can't connect these at all, because what we really want is to disable the loaders themselves based on a circuit condition. If I had more belt, what? I don't see how having more belt would help me here. Right now I'm trying to figure out a way that works with finish loading off. And I'm kind of drawing a blank. Now, I had already thought of the other solution, which is, oh, I'm out of inserters too. The other solution, which is less good because it's super slow, is just inserters with stack size forced to 1, doing the same thing that we were just talking about. Because then they can't possibly over insert. But then you've got only 1 inserter working, which is insanely slow to fill a train. You know, like, we're talking 20 minutes to fill a train. Well, I guess the answer is we fix the finish loading issue, which means I have to change these. Fill up most slots with the loader, then have the inserter do that. That's even more complicated. I think it's easier to just fix it the way it's supposed to be in the first place, which is having finish loading on, and then I just set the conditions properly. But that's going to require me doing this on. We're going to need a combinator anyway. So let's see. We're going to need. Let's see if I can do this right. I think the problem is I don't remember exactly what this reads. I think the LTN output reads the request, and the train stop needs to set read train contents. And I think that will properly tell me the difference. No, they'll be added. We need to negate. Sorry. We need to negate each times -1. So you need to negate what's coming in the train. Wait, this is for loading. Am I doing this right? Yeah. I'm not dealing with inserters and stuff. Oh, I see what you're saying. Actually, yeah, that's an idea worth at least looking at. How do we test it, though? I guess we can just do something like this. So that's that. Seems like that could work. And then we would have a reverse condition. So as soon as the... See, and the worst part is I'm kind of solving a problem that we're not even going to ever be rewarded for dealing with. Because, and I don't know, hopefully all of you heard me mention this in 2 episodes ago, but, you know, we're only going to be doing the Pi series for another few weeks, and so we're not going to get to the stage where this is going to matter, but I want to solve the problem correctly, and I do think viewers are going to also want to know how to solve these problems. And so this is a non-standard solution. I do think what I was about to do is probably better for the long run, because that's how you do a multi-provider. So we'll do both, and this can be a lesson episode. Oh God, we're already at 1 hour and 10 minutes. I will need to do that in the next episode. I don't think we have the time to finish that in this episode, but we will get into that in the next episode. How do you solve the LTN multi-providing issue, and how could you, if you want to, solve the issue of finish loading, or not wanting to finish loading with a multi-provider, which is what we'll do right there. We'll do both. But yeah, for this episode, I think we'll have to call it quits. As always, for those of you on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next episode.